Okay, so I decided to change the angle of my camera so you can see it's better. So what I've done, okay, still I have my front piece here, and what I did, I fold my pattern at the center line, not actually the center, but the edge, the fold line. I folded, and then I moved my pattern according to the line on my fabric, because I really want to have it clean once I fold it, once I press it. I wanted to have my line really straight. I don't like to have my line go like this, like so, right? But this is why I fold it, and then I adjust my pattern, kind of match the fold line with one of my stripe. Okay, so it looks good now. And also I want to mention the chalk that I'm using. This is actually a dry soap. I really like how it marks. It smells good, and I really like how it's removable, because once I press it with my iron, it goes away. So let's trace the pattern. Okay. I'm going to trace my front piece. Remember what we decided? I've decided to trace my front piece only. Then I'm going to cut it out, and then I'm going to unfold my fabric in order to put the sleeve and in order to put my back piece. Okay, this is my new hemline. I hope you can see it. Right here. So I'm going to just like piece by piece mark. Good. Okay, looks good. Okay, so I'm going to grab my scissors. With the Kai made in Japan scissors, my favorite ones. And what I'm going to do, I've never mark my seam line unless I'm working with the suit fabric, like a man's suit fabric, where it has to be precise. So here I just know I'm going to cut about like 0.7 or like 1 centimeters, like 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. Over the years, I have created my own, system. I know that I don't need to have my seam allowance more than 1 centimeter over here, because I'm going to sew, and then I'm going to use my serger to cut it. Also, I don't like to use my rotary cutter over here. I don't know, I just don't like it. I use it really rare, so I'm not often use my rotary cutter. Those scissors are new one. It's kind of big for the shirt fabric. I like to use them for suit fabric or for the coat fabric. I do have a smaller version, but I just decided not to go and grab them. So, see, even here I'm making 3/8, no more, because I don't need it. Okay, here I'm going to stop. And what I want to do, I wanted to cut my seam allowance. Actually, I'm not going to cut any seam allowance right there. I'm just going to follow my line. And what I want to do, I want to make it precise. I'm going to grab my scissors, and I want to precisely cut the seam allowance. Just remember, we don't need it. We're going to tuck it inside of the fold, inside of the placket. It's not going to be actually a placket. It's going to be like folded front piece, centerpiece. Okay, let me grab this one away. And with this one, I just need to let's see, put it on. Anyway, so for now I'm not going to cut the hemline. I just want to stuck my piece like so. What I need to do, okay, so I really need to mark my matching points, and I'm going to just snip it. What else? I really want to snip my lines, so this way I know where I need to put them. What else? Okay, this line too, because this is the matching point. And I snip in really tiny snips. It's just like 0.5 millimeters. So just like 2/8. Like, no, I think it's even less. Okay, how wide? 1/8. 1/8 wide. So I think that's it. I don't need this one. I will mark my pocket later. Okay, I think I'm done with the front. So I'm not going to cut my hemline yet, and I will explain why. Okay, I'm going to fold it and put it aside for now. Okay, so the next step is our back piece, and what I'm doing, I'm going to have it, put it like so, put my weights away, and I'm going to unfold my fabric. Okay. Double check the right and wrong sides. Yes, this is the wrong side. I'm going to fold my fabric like so. Just to get some more. And how much I need to fold? I need to fold just enough to place my back piece. Okay. It's too white. I know it's too white. I need less. Okay. There we go. I haven't ironed this piece yet, but I will do it later. I thought it would be enough, but it seems like it's not. And this is my back piece. See how white? Yeah, I need less. Okay, like so. Oops, must double check. Be gentle with the cotton, don't leave it off. And sometimes it makes sense to put the back piece like so, so you follow the direction of your front piece. So remember, my front piece was, I know, sitting this way, so that's why I have to put it this way. But I think it doesn't matter. It does matter which way. So I get this piece off, and if I put it like so, it does get this piece off. So I think I can easily place it this way as well. Oh, I need to remember that I'm going to make it shorter. I don't need that far. And I don't like to have any center seam on my back piece. So this is why I'm going to put them like so. Other weights hiding. Oh, right there, a bunch of them over there. Okay. And this one, I need to fix this one. I don't like when it's ripped off. Okay. So this is my back piece. Okay, and once again, I'm not going to clearly fix this one. I'm just going to kind of approximately cut my hemline because I'm not kind of sure how much I need to cut. I measure myself, but maybe I will make it a little bit longer. A little bit. Okay, so once again, I'm going to grab my chalk, my dry soap. Okay. There you go. Carefully following my pattern. Make sure you make your corner looks nice and sharp. maybe you won't see the line because the chalk is white, but trust me, it's really visible. I like how it looks like. And I always test before, how it goes on the fabric, that you see if I can see those. Okay. Once again, I'm just going to kind of approximately cut it over here. Actually, let me think. Actually, okay, let's do it. Okay. Let's do it, okay. Okay, looks good. So this way I'm going to look here. So double check the my back width. So it is 21 centimeters or 8 inches and 1/4. My measurements is 7 and 1/8. So I do have plenty for the ease, for the movement. So I really recommend you to double check on your measurements if you haven't done it before, because sometimes we do make mistakes. Okay, once again, it's kind of big scissors for this fabric. It's okay. I don't like to run to my sewing room and grab my small ones. Trying to save time. Yeah, you need to go with smaller steps on the curve to be precise. And here, since I'm sure about my width, I'm going to make the same seam allowance, 5/8 or 1 centimeters, no more. If you're not sure and you think you're going to adjust your looseness of your volume at the fitting session, I really recommend you to leave like a 1/2 inch, maybe even more, just in case. Okay. One of the reasons why I don't like the rotary cutter, because I really like this, how my scissors sounds. See, I really like it. I know, maybe it sounds crazy, but that's who I am. I really like that sound. Okay, I always cut those leftovers. I don't like to mess them about. Okay, we don't have any marks right there. Oh, we do. We do have the matching points over there. Once again, just like 1/8, no more. No deeper. Do not cross your stitch line. Okay. Put this away. And I'm going to put my bag away. Okay, this is my sleeve. So this is the front piece. Always, it's usually we have a marks on the front piece, and just let's see. So, and I also want to put my collar. Okay, here we go. So if I go over here, and actually, if you're following the direction of your lines, that would be nice to have it like so. And I think this cut will be too heavy, probably. So if I don't know, maybe that big. So how about this way? So if I hold it like so, I can I don't know. Okay, let's move it just like so. kind of to see how it works. So if I have it like so, then I will be able to cut my first, and then I will be able to cut my second, and I think I will be able to cut my first. It's not so perfect. At least one over here. So, and I need another one. The way that I usually do my color, I usually get a piece which I interface with interfacing, and only then I cut myself. So I want to make sure that it's one piece. Oops. Okay. So let's fold it in half, back in half, as it was before. Good. Okay. I hope you can see it. Okay, and then let's measure. So I wanted to get 1, 2, and then I wanted to get 3 and 4. So I really need, and I like approximately. It's not enough to okay, it's okay. I'm just going to leave it like so. It's fine. It's just going to be a little bit smaller cut. I will probably make it like half. Perfecto. So this way, double check this one. Okay, and my edge is right there. Here we go. Okay, don't forget to leave it seam allowance. So this is my seam allowance. This is my second one. This is the seam allowance. This is my third piece. This is my seam allowance. And this is my fourth. Yeah, I can make it even less. Like so. Okay. So what I'm doing, this is my scissors. Right there. What I want to do, actually, that's okay. Let's do something in between. Okay. So this piece, I'm going to fuse it with interfacing, because I need to interface both top color and both of this piece. I need to cut. So it's going to be one. Unfold. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4 pieces. Okay, so we're going to put it aside. There we go. And now we can cut our sleeve. So remember, this is the front side. Okay, what I want to, so this is the green line. So I want to make sure that I follow the direction of my lines, so I just kind of align it with one of the line. Go, get down, and I really like to save my fabric, so I want to slide it down just a little bit. There we go. Where's my line? Right there. Good. There we go. So, yes, I don't like to make any slit over here. I just want a plain regular sleeve. So, good. And it is going to be the bottom of my, a little bit more. Okay, awesome. What I need to do, since this fold line represents my bottom, so I just need to duplicate or replicate the this line, mirror, symmetrical. So don't forget about this. Otherwise, when you fold it, this line, I mean, this distance is shorter than this distance. See, this is the wider, and I can prove it by measuring. So see, this distance is 12 inches, and this distance is 11.5. So half inches of, you know, the difference. So that's why we have to add. So once you fold it, you will, so actually you're going to fold it up to here, 12.5. So this is why this line is supposed to be 12.5 as well. This line has to match this line, the line where it will be folded. See what I'm saying? So when you fold it like so, there is the difference. So that's why you need to prolong this line in order to match the volume or the circumference. Okay. So let's mark one of my sleeve. Yeah, sometimes we cut one piece at a time. It's not always that we're cutting 2 pieces at a time. In order to save fabric, you need to improvise. And okay, remember, okay, this line, and I'm going to mark my line like so. Here we go, same one. Okay. This is actually, I know it's hard to see because it's white on white, but trust me, I can see it from my point. Okay, and double check. So, okay, to be clear, so this is going to be my clearance. Okay, 12.5 and 12.5. Just perfect. Okay, let's cut it out. Put them over there. Okay, marks. I need to mark the matching points.